finished third in the Maranello Challenge at the end of the 1997 series and was offered a drive by Ferrari in their European Championship for 1998, but decided to have a go at the MGF Cup, which was a very high profile manufacturer series in the UK.
It was now excitement of a different kind.
It was a potential feeder series into British touring cars. It attracted a lot of high profile races from about 10 national champions, and it was always going to be a very hard fought championship with wheel-to-wheel racing, and it proved to be exactly that.
It's a good championship to learn though, there's a lot of good drivers there, and you know, getting there slowly.
And MGFs are go. We're all over the place.
Running from mid, going through his wheel of tires, cars going everywhere. Piers Johnson's involved in it. 22 goes off as well, that being Ian Gibbons.
Racing at his home circuit, let's ride with him then. Ackley in the white car, the two red cars ahead of us, Warburton to the left. Hazel almost in the middle of the picture there as they all come into the braking area. And Ackley is looking for a way past, but Ian Gibbons is going to take advantage of that. 22 goes flying fast. Ian Gibbons passing both of them. Great move there into the S's by Ian Gibbons. And that is 55. Andy Ackley making contact at the bottom of the hill with Ian Gibbons.
I like the wet, but I think that, to be honest, I think that it was more aquatic out there than anything else, and I don't think there's much fun in driving in conditions like that. And certainly from a safety point of view, there was times when I thought this is ridiculous. I was looking down at speedo, 110, 115 mile an hour, and no visibility whatsoever. Involved getting up at 5 o'clock this morning, then a flight from Teesside to Heathrow, and then another hour in the car to get along to the circuit. It's really critical to get down at test days. We didn't do any testing at Donington, and it really showed. I was off the pace in qualifying, fared a little bit better in the race, but really you've got to test at this level of motorsport. Turn down nice again!
I actually raced the ex-Mark Peters slush puppy Ferrari, which had been in the European Ferrari Challenge.
And up into second now is Ian Gibbons. Obviously, Paul Cardinelli has had a problem somewhere.
I started in that, although it had been owned by Parabolica Motorsport previously, and I had a few races in the 96 season which went quite well, so we decided to have a go in 1997, and at one point I was actually leading the championship. This is Circuit de Luc in southern France. I'm going to drive for 10 laps in an ex-Philippe Streff AGS Cosworth Formula 1 car, and that was certainly some experience. The 1999 MGF Cup was a turning point for me. I felt that my performances were getting better. It was a baptism of fire the previous year. I had a teammate, Warren Hughes, who I'd known from college, and he was an extremely professional racer, and he helped me establish myself in the top 10, and qualifying was better. I was up to sort of 4th place in Brands Hatch, but unfortunately due to business commitments we had to cut the season fairly short just about when I was getting on top of my game. In 2000 I got the chance to race for Harlow Motorsport in a Porsche 911 in the Belgium FIA GT Championship round, and that was probably the pinnacle of my racing career. That was such a distinguished event, and the top teams were there, sponsored by the likes of Corona and Red Bull and some top drivers, and I think the highlight of my race was actually passing an ex-Formula 1 driver in the race. In 1996 I was invited by Porsche Cars Great Britain to do a run in the Goodwood Festival of Speed in a 911 GD2, which was a real beast, and I really got a sense of what it would be like racing in front of a lot of people. There was 80,000 people there for that weekend, and it was a real buzz going up the hill. I had Derek Bell, Le Mans 5 times winner behind me, and Stig Blomqvist, ex-World Rally Champion, in front of me, so I was in really good company. I did a couple of one-off races in the Radical Sportscar Series, the first in 2005 at Cadwell Park, driving a 4-cylinder version of the car. The V8 version of the car actually broke the lap record, the outright lap record for the circuit. Give you an idea of how fast these high downforce sports cars were. I also raced in 2007 at Croft for the late Robin Mortimer in his car, and had a couple of reasonable placed finishes in that series.